What's going on with the Toronto Raptors right now? Now, normally I wouldn't be asking this question after just 2 games, but it's the way the Raptors have lost and some unfortunate news that they've received that have some people on edge right now. The Raptors were rolling into the All-Star break. At the beginning of February, the Raptors were one of the hottest teams in the Eastern Conference as they went on an impressive 8-game winning streak. I mean, everybody was talking about them. And just like that, the Raptors, they had their sights set on a top 6 spot, and they weren't too worried about the play-in. The Raptors looked like a true dark horse in a stacked Eastern Conference, and optimism was at an all-time high with this team going into the break. But then, the last 2 games happened. What's going on, everyone? It's Luca Rosano here, back with another video. Hope you're all doing well. In this video, we're going to talk about the Toronto Raptors and their recent struggles. If you want to see more Raptors and NBA content, do me a solid favor, drop a like on the video. It helps the algorithm a ton, and please subscribe to the channel to see more videos just like this, and make sure you turn on those post notifications so you never miss when I upload. And also, if you want to keep the conversation going, you can follow me on social media. That's Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. The Raptors were blown out by 32 by the Charlotte Hornets on Friday night. I mean, this game was tough to watch. And then, if things couldn't get any worse, they were blown out for the second consecutive game as they lost by 27 against the Atlanta Hawks on Saturday night. And this was a big back-to-back for the Raptors because both the Hornets and the Hawks are behind the Raptors when it comes to that play-in race. The Raptors could have closed the door on both those teams, but by losing to both of them, they keep the door open for one of those 2 teams to perhaps make a run. Now, the losses marked the first time in 10 years that the Raptors had lost consecutive games by more than 20 points, and very nearly became the first back-to-back losses of 30 points or more in franchise history. This is not what we're used to seeing during this era of Raptors basketball. Now, does this mean anything? Is there something here that we should be worried about? I mean, the Raptors did lose by 30 to the Pelicans in their second last game before the All-Star break. So Saturday actually made this their 3rd blowout loss in 4 games, with an average deficit of 29.67. I mean, that's something you just can't ignore. Fred VanVleet, who's been playing with some knee soreness, has shot 11 of 34 over his last 2 games. Very uncharacteristic from the first-time All-Star. He did say this following the loss to the Hawks, and I quote, "You guys can overreact and write whatever you want. I really don't care. We come out and play like ass, and everybody wants to jump to conclusions and make deep dives and break down what went wrong and who did what, and I shouldn't have played in the All-Star game, and Pascal Siakam was on vacation. Like, it is what it is." Speaking of Pascal Siakam, it's said that he's been dealing with some flu-like symptoms, and he hasn't looked himself, only posting 22 points in 2 games. Now, going back to that Fred VanVleet quote, he does make a good point. There are people who are overreacting to this, but there is something here that leads to a lot of skepticism moving forward. And that is, the Raptors are now going to have very little room for error, especially with the news of OG Anunoby coming out. He has missed the last 2 games in a row, and he awaits word from a specialist on Monday regarding a fracture in his right finger of his shooting hand. And right now, there's no timetable for his return. This news really threw me off, as it did many Raptors fans, and it seemed to come out of nowhere at the worst time possible as the Raptors are about to embark on this final stretch of games. And just when it looked like the Raptors finally had health on their side, this unfortunate instance happened. Precious Achiuwa, Chris Boucher, and Thaddeus Young have now all been asked to play increased roles with OG Anunoby sidelined. If OG misses an extended period of time, that's not going to go well for a Raptors team that has not fared well at all when missing at least one of their starters. Josh Lewenberg took to Twitter and posted this glaring stat that basically summarizes this season so far for the Raptors. The Raptors, with all 5 of their starters, 12 and 6, very respectable. Without one or more of those guys, 20 and 21, that's below 500 basketball. Without much depth, their margin for error is slim. At full strength and leaning heavily on their best players, they've looked like a very good team. Remove a key piece, and they're ordinary at best. Truer words could not have been uttered by Josh Lewinberg. This is a Raptors team that their biggest flaw remains their depth and their bench play. Not properly addressing this bench in the offseason and having very little to work with at the trade deadline, being Goran Dragic, has left this Raptors team trying to figure it out on the fly. And aside from Precious Achiuwa's 21-point and 9-rebound performance on Saturday night, the bench has looked pretty mediocre. Now, before we continue on with this video, I do want to quickly mention that today's video sponsor is Manscaped, and they got some great new products that you definitely got to try. Manscaped presents the all-new Ultra Premium Collection. This all-in-one hygiene skin and hair bundle is designed to upgrade the everyday men's shower routine from head to toe. Your skin, hair, and balls deserve this. Step 1. Lather on the cologne-infused Ultra Premium body wash with aloe vera and sea salt to keep your skin feeling clean and moisturized all day. Step 2. It's hair care time. Apply the 2-in-1 shampoo plus conditioner that cleanses and nourishes in one step. Step 3. Once you hop out of the shower, protect yourself from body odor by applying on the Manscaped aluminum-free deodorant. Step 4. Have tattoos or dry skin? Let's hit your skin with the hydrating body moisturizer spray. Step 5. Apply the Manscaped Lip Balm. This is a free gift when you purchase the Ultra Premium Collection. And last but not least, we're using the Lawn Mower 4.0 electric trimmer to clean off any unwanted body hair. The Lawn Mower 4.0 is waterproof, so it's a major key to the new shower routine. This new bundle will change your life, and I want all of you out there to live your best lives. So get 20% off plus free shipping with my promo code LUCA3 at manscaped.com. It's time to get wet and clean with your new Manscaped shower routine. I did a video on the Miami Heat on Saturday and said that they're one of those few teams that can survive having key guys out. Well, unfortunately, the Raptors aren't one of those teams. When they lose a key piece, it affects them. This isn't trying to make an excuse about how bad the Raptors have looked. It's just looking at the truth behind the Raptors team this season. Not to mention, OG Anunoby affects so much of what this team is all about defensively, and if he misses a long period of time, it might be time to worry just a little bit more. The Raptors allowed Atlanta to shoot 57.8% from the field and had no answers for a Hawks All-Star Trae Young, who rang up 41 points and 11 assists. And then the night before, the Raptors allowed the Hornets, who were coming in struggling, if I may add. They were 1-9 going into that game in their last 10. They shot 55% from the field, and 3 Hornets players finished with 20-plus points as Montrezl Harrell just absolutely devoured the Raptors inside. The Raptors' schedule won't get any easier, as they will take on a team that's desperate to surpass them and get out of the play-in themselves, and that is the Brooklyn Nets. The good news, though, is that the Raptors won't have to deal with Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, and Kyrie Irving for both of those games. Major break for this team. So this is an opportunity, a golden opportunity for the Raptors to get it right and get back on track. So hopefully the last 2 games were just off nights and that's it. And hopefully the Raptors can quickly turn the page and focus on looking like the team that did have everybody talking earlier this month. I will give this team the benefit of the doubt that they will do whatever it takes to break out of this rut. But again, the big asterisk is how long is OG Anunoby going to be out? Is this something that's going to be long term or not? That's going to be a huge question that's going to be answered very soon. With only 22 games left in the season, the reeling Raptors, they need to turn it around, or else this final stretch could be an agonizing one for everybody involved. So we'll see what happens with the Raptors moving forward. This came out of nowhere. I mean, this was a team that was clicking, playing extremely well, and then all of a sudden, they have a couple of these blowout losses, and you're just left thinking a million different things. We're going to await the news for OG Anunoby. He's going to be visiting a specialist again on Monday, so hopefully everything goes well with him, because I really think that's going to make or break what the Raptors do and how they look for this final stretch of games. But let me know in the comment section down below, are you worried about this Raptors team right now, or do you think they're going to easily shake this off and look like the Raptors team that we saw not too long ago? Let me know your thoughts down below. I read all the comments. Again, drop a like on the video. It helps it a ton. Please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for more, and I will catch you all again in the next video. This is Luca Rosano signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time.